Alrighty then, gamers. Good evening to all of you. Hope everyone's had a productive fighting game week and a nice Sunday afternoon at that, because now we are going to take you for a little bit of a roller coaster ride for the next 3 hours. For those of you who are not in the know, you are now watching Bounty Hunters FT7. We are a weekly show match event open to beginners, intermediates, and sickos alike. Tonight we're again going to be playing 7 matches of Guilty Gear Strive in the first to 7 wins format, which is of course the other popular way to play fighting games competitively online nowadays, other than the ever so popular double elimination brackets. I'm your usual host Kyuke, and luckily since we have so many Baiken matches on the card tonight, your co-host tonight is gonna also be a Baiken specialist, Mox. Hello, hello.
Hello, I wouldn't call myself a specialist by any means, but this is a lot of pressure, but I'll try my best.
I think is like, as long as you are, you know, sort of, Guilty Gear has always been a very sort of character specialist kind of a game. I guess less in Strive, but still, it does take quite a bit of effort to get any sort of like basics on a character. I would say if somebody is a character main, they are for sure a specialist of sorts.
I guess you could say it that way.
But yeah, I think most of the matchups tonight are gonna be, or rather aren't gonna be, played very slow. Maybe save for our opening match of Nago versus Bridget. Although the pace of the match in regards to Nago versus Bridget would entirely, I suppose, hang on the Bridget players' ability to draw out the blood and hope to not be KO'd in the process. Like, I think, surprisingly, the Baiken matchups tonight are gonna be the quotation slow pace ones. Otherwise, there's like at least one character who just loves to make a beeline towards their opponent and punch them in the face. So making their debuts tonight are Leif, Zeingar, Hikari, GudJobb, Monky, TaZyth, FnuyBnuy, and I think, yeah, that's it. That's quite a few players. At least half of the card is gonna be new blood. Another new thing I spotted in the roster is that Tomi, one of our premium Finnish Zato players, has chosen to enter on a completely new character, Elfelt. So I wonder if this is this Zato conundrum finally getting to Tomi a bit and perhaps looking for a breath of fresh air. I think he's been like one of the sort of last of the vanguard to, you know, just hang on to Zato tooth and nail. But perhaps it might be the time now.
Zato means don't worry, it'll change soon enough. Alright, October is coming soon enough, don't worry.
There's like, realistically, there's gotta be some Zato changes, right?
I would hope so. I would really hope so. If they forget my boy again, things are not going well.
Yeah, otherwise, time for another Baiken week. It's been a while. Been a lot of Bridgets and Potemkins as of recent. Out of the Baiken matchups tonight, which one would you say is like? Which one are you looking forward to the most in terms of, I guess, in terms of players, but also in terms of characters?
So realistically, I want to say all 3, but if I had to choose like a specific, really, really good one, the Baiken Nago matchup is probably my most known matchup. I.e., I know how to make this even and even slightly winning for Baiken, but it's kind of tricky. As well as that, the Baiken Elfelt matchup is painful, but you can stop a Rekka right away. And I think that's the key to success there, is to parry the Rekka early, make sure Elfelt doesn't really get that mix, and then from there kind of feel it out. But it's not an easy one. Baiken Soul is painful. That's it. there's no other words. It's just painful.
I think it's painful for just about anybody, because Soul is the the one punch man of the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
But let's direct our gaze to the number 1 matchup of the evening, as Dragon and Leif are pretty much getting ready to roll it, stepping up to the podium. Nago versus Bridget. Another matchup we've had on Bounty Hunters quite a lot. Actually had the both of the Vampire versus Bridget matchups on quite a bit, and it's like I said, I think in my head it goes, if you can put Nago on that super high blood state, then it'll be smooth sailing, sort of, minus White Wild Assault, but before that it's gonna be quite hectic.
Yeah, I can imagine as well, because Naga's such a high damaging, gets one hit and all of a sudden you're like half dead, and Bridget having the aforementioned British guts of not being good. It's gonna be kind of hell once Bridget gets hit once and like 3/4 of her health bar just gets deleted. So it's kind of a bit of a, I want to say like Tango, where you have to walk back and forth and make sure not to be hit while dealing that little chip damage along the way.
Especially like the pretty much all Nago matchups are quite front loaded. It's like Nago always starts with his full power at the start, and then as the round draws, you know, further and further, I think there's a bigger chance that you will have the advantage. But it's really hard to get there.
Yeah. You have to really draw it out.
Of course, Bridget has the favorable feature of actually being able to control Nago at that point. If Nago actually hits like peak blood and can't use a single special move anymore, you have really good range. You can try to even set up the yo-yo from really far away, and Nago just can't really contest that. And once the yo-yo is set, then he has to also be, you know, afraid of the rolling movement follow-up stuff. And for Nago, a character who can't reposition himself, that's a problem. Because like if Bridget gets a yo-yo behind you perfectly and you get sandwiched there, it's like you're there. And it's Bridget who gets to choose where the engagement happens.
Yeah.
But to get there, let's see if Leif can actually do it. One instant air dash in, and we actually get the pressure. We'll happily take that.
Ooh, good 6P. Stopping that roll. And wall stick already.
Yeah, immediately equalizing the situation from one combo.
Oh!
That's one of the highest Beyblade anti-airs I've seen for a while.
Oh, that's just death, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, not quite, but close to it.
Damn, I'm surprised that drop actually didn't cost too much blood for Dragon either. So completely full time, yes indeed! Full screen, if you have this much blood available, it's gonna be that Hukyo into Beyblade that you have to be worried about every single moment as Bridget. Starting them quite fast once again. And into a positive bonus, but technically Dragon has all of their resources available, all the tools, most prominently the blood. But still fight for it. Time to burn it. That was a really nice backdash, able to get that blood out of that Beyblade. Getting a little bit of a breather here, // bringing back a little bit of blood. YRC barely reaches. Nago is one of those characters who can potentially just completely space out your YRCs by standing at the perfect spacing. Careful. Oh, the yo-yo actually comes back and aborts the clone Hukyo. I don't think I've ever seen that interaction before, huh? You would think it doesn't matter because clone is supposed to erase projectiles, but the projectile is actually coming from behind in that case. Oh, that's a big one! Dropping Leif down in the corner at -2, keeping on, spend that burst, or rather the tension, get the positive bonus, and even though this is actually an interesting situation. So Leif has almost no life to spend, but slowly Dragon's blood is recovering as well. We go with the clone Fukyo.
Oh, Beyblade.
Yeah, and basically able to get to that 0 blood situation, was not only able to swing the clone Fukyo, but after that still the Fukyo into Beyblade.
Yeah, that was really tricky from Leif to have that yo-yo behind, like remove the clone. That was some crazy sauce.
Yeah, that's almost like a perfect example of what I just said earlier about the like being able to set up a yo-yo sandwich on Nago.
Yeah, moveset just becomes so limited afterwards.
A little bit of drop there on the combo, but still with the pressure. Oh no! Misses with the shoot! I don't know what happened there. Had the 50 meter ready to go as well, in case that connects on block. And now drifting forward, YRC meter for meter, get off me! Dragon still has blood available for at least a couple of special moves. So the neutral isn't... Oh, there it is again! Yeah, it's like for standard characters that wouldn't be as much of an issue because they can reposition themselves so easily. Like normal jump, dash gives you so much more leverage. Oh, that's gonna be a pop!
Oh,
never mind!
Is it gonna matter?
Whoa!
Oh!
Is it actually gonna save him? Question.
Yeah?
Oh, it just
It's gonna work.
I was so interested to see if that blood from the super would actually save Dragon instead of, you know, popping, but damn, I guess we'll never know. Perfect management of resources there for Dragon. Right, able to space themselves with the stop so that Dragon doesn't get their turn back. Good FD, pushing far away out of that jump D mix-up. Now starting to look pretty good for Leif here. Dragon is on high blood. And very low on life as well. Chooses to use the burst again. I'm surprised. This will be a... This is definitely a statement. Okay,
Hero burst of the century. Oh.
I think Dragon has been quite willing to use that burst before, especially when he has blood still available, but that was the first case of where they went for the burst, even with high amount of blood.
Oh wow.
Nice basic, set up the yo-yo, get the throw. The throw yo-yo comes back during your throw animation. The wall stick and the break. And now on the positive bonus can happily spend this RC. Good blocks on the overheads.
Oh, nice tag.
Oh, nice delay there. But not getting too much out of that. It is of course an overhead. And on counter hit you get a very nice pounce, but I think the tricky thing about that DP for Nago is that generally you kind of have to spend blood afterwards unless you are in a really close range position. Maybe have the opponent in the corner and you can just easily pick it up meterless or rather without spending any blood. But in that situation, I think Leif was just like very, very far away and burning another special move there would have put you really close to popping.
Yeah, I'd like to think that Dragon should be using blood a bit earlier near round start to kind of get around 1 foil bar, maybe 1.5. Because, right, those command normals get a little bit further, and being able to fight Bridget with a little bit more range is kind of key to switching the matchup.
Right, this time doesn't drop the combo, and Roger does hit very high up on the wall. 1 bar of blood available. Tried to interrupt the shoot there with 6B, but no, not this time. Had a very successful interruption on the Bridget block string on the game number 1, but since then Leif has been able to introduce delays that have been catching that Abare 6B from Dragon. Oh, there we go! The counter hit from the overhead DP. And got the backdash. Momentum burst. Oh, clashing with the 6 heavy is one of the one of the most disjointed moves in the game. Spacing yourself at that kind of distance and using 6 heavy specifically allows you to completely counterplay a lot of DPs available for characters in this game. But now, barely avoids the 2 heavy anti-air into a low. It was a really important interruption there so that Leif doesn't get to completely utilize the end of the positive bonus. But now as a result, Leif has quite a lot of juice in the tank.
Oh!
Safe
Wait,
jump, question
no.
mark? It's not! And this will help Dragon immensely with the blood problem. Ooh, very nice! Sees the Roger coming. I wonder that can't have been a reaction cannon.
No, I think it was a call out.
9 frame startup, or is it? Wait, is it still 9 frame? White Wild
I think it is, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
They
it
just
is.
changed it after.
Right. So like, working with the 9 frame starter against a fast super like that, I guess it would depend on the position on the screen. But either way, again, trying to swing that 6B, but Leif keeping it relatively tight. And baiting with the rolling movement as well. Remember, when that yo-yo is set, you don't need... Oh, nice 2S! Catching Dragon pressing buttons. Into the corner we go. And... fully blend. Dragon is doing good work applying FD every time possible. The FD is very useful, especially against the jump D pedaling of Bridget. Puts her in much worse position to run her pressure afterwards. For example, if you FD jump D from Bridget, I think she won't ever be in position for a close slash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it's tricky to manage, especially because it's kind of a call out in a way, because she doesn't have to do JD. She can, of course, just land and do like a 2K or something. And then you're not in the best position.
Yeah, and I think Nago not having access to like reversal DP can't really sort of punish Bridget for going into lows too much. I think there is usually a gap when going into the low, but you know, what you gonna press as Nago to Yuki?
Yeah.
After that first game, Leif picking up some steam here. Especially when Leif has been able to knock Dragon down, the set play, the single player aspect, the mechanical execution has been extremely good.
Ooh. That white wall assault round start has been interesting to see. Oh, and another.
Great escape from the corner and then using his own blue wild assault in order to box the opponent in. Again, the frame trap with the stop, disallowing Dragon from pressing that 6B, which kind of has been Dragon's go-to defensive mechanic here. It does make sense. Bridget has a lot of, you know, standing pokes that can be done under. But have to obey the basic frame trap rules. Ooh, nice bluff there, able to get the yo-yo in.
Oh.
It's kind of one of the RPS pressure RPS situations that you're trying to sort of wrestle with. If you're not awake, Bridget could during her block string just summon a yo-yo, and if you don't react, that's free value. Ooh, the frame kill with 6K. Everybody falls for that at least one time. Now through the wall, looking very good. Plot should be good. Opponent really low on health. Damn, it would even be super favorable for Dragon if they managed to make Leif spend burst here. Which does happen. Leif does spend that 50. Goes into the last round with only 50 left. Both players at 50, using it immediately. White Wild Assault once again, but Leif very much in the air, able to avoid that completely. Timing of the yo-yo coming back, not aligning perfectly there for that throw combo. Stop using the aggressive yo-yo, and the instant air dash works out against the grounded poke. especially against the 5 heavies of Nagoriyuki. That instant air dash can be really good. Gets stacked by the jump D this time, counter hits. Nice conversion. And now Dragon, what are we gonna do? Almost at that 50, tries to react with the 2 heavy, but no. It was a grounded assault. Kickstart my heart into break. A very potent tool for skipping the neutral, and I think 2 heavy more of a call out for air shenanigans. But that time, Leif had the 50 meter to spend. Played the grounded skip. Nice instant air dash timing once again for Leif. Fading around with the timing of the rolling movement. Dragon has had enough for now. Still has blood available. But again, the 2S catches out the 6B. Feels like everything is going in Leif's way at the moment. 2K tick into a throw. And next hit is gonna be your doom. There it is, finds another low. Yeah, even is that just a raw Beyblade round start that Leif keeps calling out with the punch button?
I think it is, or it's something similar. Yeah, round start Beyblade.
Alright, the command grab. We can spend a lot of burst or a lot of blood here. Just barely not enough damage. But I think, yeah.
Yeah.
When Nago has that much blood available, you're basically it's like a ticking time bomb until Nago will go for that samurai mix and bring the chip damage to you.
Ooh. The command grab hasn't been called out for a bit, and so Leif made it really safe option. Because Dragon has been adapting well to the corner pressure, but uh-oh.
Reversal blood pop. Let's see if we can get value out of that. Dangerous situation for chip damage. And the throw is the nail in the coffin. Leif blazing forwards with a dangerous looking speed here. It's especially when Dragon chooses to try to burn either burst with that wild assault or blood with this, it's almost always been either missed or blocked. I mean, technically it's not actually too bad to just block the blood burning option from Nago, especially when you're a character who gets to abuse it so well once Nago is at that high blood situation, such as now. Even this accidental wall break isn't probably gonna bother Leif too much. Slow again, and the kill.
So Hopland is pointing something out. Hopland, of course, being a Nago player we've had on here a few times. Yeah, right there. Apparently Nago loses to everything. 5P loses to everything for Nago except for Nago 6P. So we just saw right there that 6P counter hit, obviously calling out the attempted 5P, I believe, but interesting to point out as 2H kills.
Then of course you can apply the walk back options, the delayed button options as well. I think the P buttons for Bridget don't reach at round start unless the opponent kinda engages with you.
Yeah, I believe so. Blood pop reversal? Yes, indeed. Oh.
Yeah, the clone not having the durability to erase the whole Roger super. Right wide assault, swings and miss. And that's gonna be Leif going to 6 points here. Had to try something. It was like, all right, I'm about to be chipped out. I can't block another 5 heavy from Bridget. So Dragon tried to burn that the wild assault. But once again, Leif's spacing has been immaculate, standing in the right places or even air dashing in the right timings.
Ooh. Good landing timing.
And this is so big. The way that Leif played it, Dragon basically has only one bar left to burn. Disengages for the moment. Nice! Doesn't let Leif set up the yo-yo for free this time. Bar slash, ready to go. Catches the backdash, bar slash slash again. Reversal DP works for now. An instant air dash is the entrance option for Leif. Just to disengage out of it. There we go, lots of blood spent in that, but it's gonna come back!
Yep.
Ooh, wow. Important round for Dragon. It all depends now on this. There it is again, the 5B, preventing the DP especially. DP has been such a prevalent option for pretty much any Nago matchup throughout the existence or throughout the timeline of Strive. And to have to face a character who can challenge it just like that. Ooh, what a whip punch there on the 5 heavy was that. 6B works out this time, and the big blood burn. That's not gonna pop, right? Or is it?
Oh, it is.
And that could potentially, no 50 meters to RC out of that. But now both players at 0 health.
Oh, the chip. Didn't manage to FD in time.
Yeah, using the aggressive version of the yo-yo. 2S calls out the 6B. Nice Fukyo back bait into. Leif chooses to pull the trigger on the DP, but not out of the danger zone by any means. -2 on that 6 heavy. And Leif is out. And also Dragon looking like pretty
So
high on blood.
Dragon. Yeah.
A single combo from Bridget could do a critical amount of damage here on that defensive modifier. Wall will save him. Oh, just between that the 2D hits. 15, but stay safe. Block that super. Could still be anybody's game. 6B will call out the rolling movement. YRC Leif. Oh!
Yo-yo doesn't hit, but hard slash or close slash is that. I think that's one of those two.
Once again, positioning himself perfectly here live, so that I think even with that high blood, Dragon's 2S was just not in the range to connect with whatever Leif was trying to press. So I feel like the MVP skill for Leif in this set was definitely the spacing and understanding when to go in and when to evade. At the start of the match, stay a little bit more safe, maybe more jumps, maybe more air backdashes, bait out the blood, and when the blood is there, then it's your time to shine.
That's the name of the game against Nago. Speaking of Nago, why not another one?
Yeah, now we're gonna have it from slightly different kind of point of view. Bridget, long range. I mean, Baiken does have some long range options as well, but they're a little bit more commitative.
A lot more commitative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How useful is your heavy Kabari in this matchup for playing neutral? Is it like safe to do at all?
Yes and no. So it's good for that like mid to full screen time where like Nago has a lot of blood and can't quite Fukio in and things like that. It's very good there to try to bait and see, if they're going to try to go in with Beyblade or like just try to catch them off guard. But in most other cases, it's not insanely useful unless you're doing it for mix. So you have them close by and you want to do like first hit of Hikari into a parry, or you want to cross them up or things like that. Then it can tend to be helpful there as well, but it's used a bit less than in other matchups.
If Hikari and Beyblade are used at the same time at neutral, which one wins? It's Beyblade, right?
Depends on if Beyblade is close enough, it's Beyblade. Okay.
Maybe
maybe a misclick, maybe not. Are we doing the Alright. Decent combo. Oh.
Damn,
That Baiken is very privileged where she can jump that and do JS to really punish the command grab in the corner. But yeah, in that position, didn't jump it in time and gets hit.
Right to the other side. Hikari goes for a momentum kind of burst, and there's a lot of momentum going into this. Now blood gauge empty as well. Same combo drop again, and here's a punish with the reversal super.
It's not my favorite punish because it causes distance, but it is good, and blood is gonna pop here? Yeah. So what you have to do is now you have to run up and grab. Okay. So with Baiken, the way you win this matchup is whenever blood pop occurs, you run up and grab because Baiken has arguably the best grab in the game, causing tether. So now Nago is at 0 to no HP, and you have a free tether on him for mix.
Far slash was
no!
That's a tragedy! That was a free punish for Zeingar there, I feel like. But the far slash just misses by a pixel, allowing Hikari to recover out of that.
Ooh.
That's the Beyblade.
Oh, the parry gets countered.
The downside of the parry is, of course, the active frames are very limited.
Oh, yep. Can't be going in with Yozansen while going forward like that. You will get grabbed.
I feel like that was a... I wanted to say that was a brilliant burst, because that basically put Hikari in a blood pop sort of situation, but then went in a little too courageously. Because most of the time Nago matchup can be to a certain extent cracked, especially if the Nago player is not, you know, conscious of their blood resources enough. The matchup can be cracked with a good burst timing.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I like the attempt at far slash. Good blocks.
A lot of blood burn here.
Oh. Here, Steve, try to keep yourself safe.
The back walk and then into a forward walk. Gonna be a pop here.
Ooh.
A little bit lost there with what combo to cope with, but still the pop self-inflicted damage is gonna be enough to give Zeingar the victory here. Together side. Oh, hello.
Oh, 2S was too early, so it doesn't get the combo. Oh, maybe an accidental 2P trying to parry, but gets command grab. Ooh, trying to press, and yeah, Naga will do that to you.
Yeah, a lot of the forward Hukyos are going unchecked at the moment, which is kind of like the one of the first things that you try to concentrate on in this matchup, so that you don't give Nago just a very cheap way to skip into the close slash pressure.
I like the 6K. It's kind of trying to frame trap maybe with the idea of doing what's it called, tomi afterwards, but kind of just throwing them around a neutral can get you hit. Oh, the burst bait into Beyblade, and yep.
Nice. That was good blood burnish there. Was on a blood pop course, but recognizing that the opponent is so low that they can just choose to burn, not worry about it. Using the threat of that overhead second follow-up of the DP. Oh, finding a hit. This is gonna be a pop. Is it gonna be a punish?
Nice punish. Oh, YRC.
I think this is
still
like, especially since Zeingar has gotten like at least 3 opportunities to punish with S buttons on blood pop so far, but sort of getting that innate problem of Baikens that unless you're close enough, or unless you get like a counter hit or something, a lot of your S buttons are just not gonna combo into a clean sequence from those ranges.
Yeah, you need to start using your 2H, because that's that really far slide that will make sure, pretty much, that you're going to hit him in time. And Zeingar is trying to do 2S to kind of, I think, get a more effective combo, but the problem is if you don't have that range, you're just going to be unfortunately stuck.
Yeah, depending on how many, you know, frames you have to punish, because it's been a lot of these like combo drop situations where Hikari has popped, so sometimes you don't have the full, just the full blood pop frame advantage to go with. So you're gonna improvise. Ooh, again, the 2K punish.
And there it is. Love to see it, at least once.
Ooh, barely needs to get that too heavy. Dangerous. There we go once again. Forward momentum, forward Fukyo into those buttons. We got a successful combo here.
Doesn't wall stick though. Really doesn't carry. Yeah, Hikari with all the tension in the world with the blood burst. Ooh.
I think that was sort of lucky there. I think Zeingar would have rammed themselves into that blood pop, but the too heavy, I guess, recovery frames just not extending far enough.
Oh my goodness.
It's really tough though, especially when you are starting out and, you know, when you're still... Oh, nice check there! I think that's the first forward Fukyo check. And Zeingar will have a lot of success with those, probably going forward. This clone Fukyo though, that you won't be able to challenge unless...
Okay. So yeah, there's an innate problem with that grab, that specific grab mix, where what you're originally supposed to do is you're supposed to jump and then backdash at the moment the tether pulls you in, so you can get a proper JH. Otherwise you're going to land too early and you don't get any mix. You can only actually get a low out of it. Unless you land and TP or something, but only crazy people like you would do that.
There we go. That's definitely one way you can do to get in. Wait for them to whiff their heavy buttons, especially that 2 heavy is on like 1 second recovery time. Ooh. Big blood burn into the big blood release. Another one. Third one. Nice. Yeah, checked. No third bites for you. Desserts is after. Oh, hello. You good?
Getting around the Hikari. Does it follow up? Oh, I think he tried to go for 2K in the mat, but instead...
The follow-up into the cross-up after that heavy cover has been working out pretty well for Zeingar, because Hikari has been sort of actively challenging with buttons that then go into recovery as you slide behind them.
It can be very useful, but you gotta be very careful with that.
Blood burn into, again, this sequence.
And another.
Ooh, counter hit, immediate burst. Zeingar still wants to play it. Don't blame them. Nago is at a pretty decently high blood. Again, missing that 6p on that cross-up.
Uh-oh.
One more hit could spell doom for Zeingar here. Trying to chip. Ooh, is that gonna be a pop? Not quite. Again, the far slash just doesn't hit far enough. Fast far slash, but lacking in range is the fate of Baiken with her buttons.
Oh, nice backdash. Good call out for the far slash.
Ooh, not comboing between the hits.
Ooh. Okay. Yep, again, a 9-6p to make sure the Hikari doesn't hit.
Is that always possible to do, or is it if, you know, the Baiken player is delaying the follow-up too much?
No, it's possible to do in some matchups, typically if you have a bigger hitbox. So, but yeah, Hikari can clash, and it's very annoying, especially in like the Bridget matchup where it'll clash with DP and then you're just losing.
Right, Hikari picking up quite a bit of speed here.
Oh,
Just
I think the score is wrong. We're being told.
Oh, is it? What's
There's
the?
now like 2 people that have said I don't think Zeingar has won anything. Chat may have to double check that. Ooh.
Alright, I'll believe it. Is it still like 0-4?
Or 0-5? I'm not sure. We need someone to try and have a moment. Ooh, unfortunate timing with that 2S. Bloodburst comes out. Ducks under 2H.
Uh-oh!
The super.
Pulled the trigger! And that does... Oh, didn't go for a close pass though. The recovery of that Blood Rage super does allow you to run in and get a punish though.
Yeah. Good awareness to know that the Hikari will do chip damage, so if Hikari isn't faultless defensive, then she can hit that chip damage off the time. Ooh, instant burst. The cross up.
There we go, waiting for the 2 heavy whiff from Nago and then going in, but not getting relevant pressure started with that. In fact, it's Hikari who's probably gonna get started here with this fresh bar of blood. Still plus enough to swing far slash, that's where he started. However, Nago throw range from where? That looked really dubious there. It is, of course, you know, the 2 characters who have slightly further throw range than the rest, Nago and Potemkin.
Yep.
The big cash out. The 6 heavy actually is gonna break the wall. But how's the blood momentum here? Oh, I think that 5 heavy might have actually been the make or break here.
Oh my. That was like a pixel off. Wow.
Hikari just completely riding the line between life and death. Even though the blood suck comes back like half as fast compared to the blood burn, I think that 5 heavy that connected on block might have still played a difference there and allowed like Hikari to draw like maybe 1 unit of blood back just in time to avoid the pop. That's really great. However, Zeingar in a very, very tricky situation here now.
Oh, maybe a punish? Nope, Hikari gets the block in time.
Close slashes, I think universally whiff for 10 frames, so relatively fast recovery still.
Oh god, it's 2H.
And we'll be able to convert.
Oh no!
Alright, no problem.
Still works out.
As looking like a potential blood pop situation again, but somehow Hikari has been able to avoid all of those. Even in pop, I will survive.
Ooh. Good call out with the grab.
Goes for the cash out. Nice. Zeingar not quite comfortable getting wall broken here.
And now you have all the blood to spend in the world. Baits out the reversal.
And that could be it if Hikari gets the flame punish.
Yep, it is. That will be it. The full sweep 7-0.
It's like the kind of sweep that it is though, it's kind of like small things with sort of I think the big problem here was like keeping Hikari's blood gauge in the back of Zeingar's mind all the time. Because Hikari did pop quite a few times, Zeingar missed some of the juiciest punishes, and then some of those situations where you kind of know that, alright, the opponent is gonna pop, they can't do anything about it. Just making sure that you don't take the command grab in those situations could have potentially swung the momentum of that match enough so that it could have made a difference. But alas.
Yeah. Is what it is.
Now,
Who said that this matchup is hard for Baiken? Because it really isn't, in a way. The Naga matchup is you have to get a lot more Escabari off because he has no defensive options. So you get him on a tether and he's kind of just stuck there because all his things have such long startup that it's tricky to deal with the movement that Baiken has on tether. But in this situation, we only saw tether, I think, 2 or 3 times after a grab. And, yeah.
Alright, but
Anywho,
now...
more Baiken.
Yes, indeed. This will be the second one out of the 3. And... might even be our highest skill level matchup of today. Tomi versus GudJobb. This will be GudJobb's first showing on... Hello! 6B going where? Again, the wrong direction! I mean, that time it was more understandable since GudJobb was doing the drive-by Yozan to the other side.
Oh.
Into the Rekka, and once you connect... Ooh, nice 6B there.
Oh, nice 6B.
Ooh, interesting, I haven't seen the S-Rekka into a 2K pickup route very often.
Oh, good 6B again.
Yeah, with the anti-air timings. Not going for it that time. Perfect spacing on GudJobb. Placing the close slash right where Tomi is landing after that Pineberry. And now, mix-up time.
Nice. Into another grab, why not?
Was that because... So the tether was attached and GudJobb chose to not take the combo. Was it because it wouldn't have killed there and just wanted to double it up with another mix-up, or...
Yeah, so what would have happened is it would have left Tomi in a pretty good position. It wouldn't have quite killed. And after the wake up, it's just... You're still tethered, so it's tricky.
Yeah. Lots of meter to spend. Taking the overhead, going into immediate kara cancel. That was a fast confirm from Tomi. Or
Wow.
perhaps, I almost wonder if Tomi just dialed into that kara cancel as a frame trap, and because they had 100 meter, would have just RC'd anyway and kept up the pressure. But I guess we'll never know. And with, you know, with great meter comes great amount of options.
Nice
Speaking of meter, coming in for Tomi here once again. Oh! Oh, and a big! It's a very big starter from that counter rate 5 heavy, and Tomi was just aware that the burst was probably gonna be there as well.
Oh my.
I mean, it's so cool to see. Tomi, of course, is an amazing Zato player, but seeing them on Elfo first time and having these same great callouts that we're used to seeing on the Zato really warms my heart. But now GudJobb's time to perhaps press the corner position. The jab's preventing GudJobb from resetting in. Nice jump out of the Pineberry. But Tomi also ready with the 6P once again. Oh, the starter step back and the close slash counter hit.
And then all you need is a good Rekka.
Damn, the fundamentals, baiting the throw there, I imagine, and then getting the big pickup from counter hit close slash. Tomi with the absolute fundamentals. Ooh, nice.
Oh, raw Escabari.
That's cool.
You don't see that very often.
But that really works if you're... Oh, nice. That really works if your opponent is kind of looking to whiff punish you.
Yeah.
Think you're gonna swing with a button, swing with the Escabari instead. Oh, the air dash.
Nice JP.
Yeah, very little attack level on that jump, be able to transition into a very fast throw on the landing. Here we go again. Escabari is attached, and now going to the mix-up again. Able to persevere and get their own interruption here, and then the Rekkas and the Kara cancel. I like that. So especially when you are at a very early stage of your combo and the you know, that's basically the Kara cancel super is one of your only ways to get a clean wall break into a positive bonus.
Oh, nice combo. Wow.
That's so cool.
Gun pulls back in and then just went all out. Very well done.
Enabled with some of the newer gun changes on Bike and Super. Able to
Start Escabari.
The usage of Escabari has been very creative for GudJobb so far. Ooh, the challenge there.
Ooh.
Perhaps from Elfolt's new 4-framer.
Oh. Oh.
6B once again, but oh, is it gonna? It's gonna actually activate in time. It was a really good air dash idea though, because Tomi basically swung with a heavy button there, but somehow just able to recover just before GudJobb was able to land into that jump in. Nice angle there, calling out the gunshot. Get it. Escabari attached from Blue Wondersoul. We got this as well. Now you're the challenge. Should be work. Yep. Works out. A nice 2K OTG into a new Escabari. And I think that so the Pineberry is considered projectile, right? So that would basically disallow Baiken from doing reversal parries on some of those setups. Am I correct?
Yeah, that is the that's the real hell of this matchup is the bomb throw. Especially because it's a cross up as well, and the parry doesn't hit cross up side. It's it can be very annoying to deal with.
Does it even trigger the kind of the pushback?
The pushback one? No, I don't think it does. I might have to be fact checked on that, but. Ooh. Oh, nice! 2D is a 2-hit move, so the deflect shield came out because the second hit of 2D is so quick. It actually hits through. Wow. Oh.
Perfect delay there.
Missed parry and not quite death, but not a lot to play with. And a gun.
Yeah, running straight into that 5 heavy. Or is that, yeah, 5 heavy. Far slash is the, that one.
Yeah, that one. Oh, nice parry there. Oh, goes for 5P instead of grab. An interesting choice, but I like it. Yep. Yeah.
Ooh. Quick 5P anti-air there on the cross-up Yozan. I think depending on the timing, that might work out or might not. Now with the blue RC slowdown gets what looks like a custom combo.
Didn't go for Hikari into wall stick. Ooh, I like that.
Under the 5 heavy. Misses the anti-air. Tomi comes in from the perfect angle and frame traps the backdash with Bridal Express. Damn. I'm actually scared of Tomi's Elfolt. Do we finally have an Elfolt player in Finland? What?
Ooh.
And even to confirm out of that straight Blue Wild Assault. Alright, one time too many.
Oh, this time. In the field. And hits the Wild Assault.
Huh? I wonder if they meant to maybe try to go for a deflect shield there instead, or...
I think so. Oh.
Trying to chase, prevent Tomi from doing those gunshots. Of course, the gunshot is the most powerful when it whips your whips on your opponent. Speaking of whipping your opponent to the other side, being very tricky here. GudJobb.
Yeah, that's something recently that bike games have started doing a lot more. Is instead of getting the hard knockdown, they'll purposely do the side switch, like with Hikari, to get another hit on the other side.
Nice, preventing the round start Pineberry. The big cash out Viken is like one of her best starters are going to be air to airs after all. And here's another one. Tether is attached, big damage. Looking for one more.
Again.
Tomi playing it safe, using... Oh, did they hit the button though?
No.
I wonder if the
quite
tether
enough.
could change the combo here. Look, pretty much the usual stuff. Jump out, Tomi again with the 5P anti-air and the Kara Super. Would that be enough?
Not quite. Oh, misses the command grab super.
Damn, Tomi, I think tried to have a little bit too much fun in there, but I mean, that was the first time that Tomi brought that command grab into the equation. Unfortunately, GudJobb was already in the right Yomi layer and jumping out of that, making good work of Tomi there with the last RPS read. I think especially since Tomi is a Zato player and used to having to defend with only like your universals and your resource options, they are very crafty with all of this. Oh, speaking of, can R see this though?
Yeah, it does.
Being very, very, you know, hard to predict, very crafty with different kinds of options. The gold burst, just the everything. Oh, that was kind of tricky. Going into an empty into nothing and then pressing a button. And once again from the other side, catching Tomi going airborne with something. Maybe tried to go for an air throw, but too late. 6P, God, that reaches far.
Such a far reach. Oh, nice.
Tried to go for it again, but the timing on the 6P for Tomi was a little late this time. Again, grounding the opponent and into the best mix-up situation.
That's gonna kill.
Even with a little bit of extra flashy factor there. I think I was gonna say earlier when GudJobb was at one point that's if the momentum doesn't shift here, it's gonna be one more of those same kind of matchups we had so far. But now GudJobb actually fighting back, and momentum seems to be on their side. In fact. Right, 2P preventing the throws from coming in. Forcing to keep up the pressure.
Block burst, but not all. Now gets the back throw. And another, why not?
Yeah,
and a third, come on. Oh. Oh, that's whip throw.
Yeah, I think I saw, button from Tomi, and this super should do enough damage here. GudJobb blazing forward, one more round away from just evening it out from a tricky looking situation. But it might have just been the initial nerves. Again with the 2K pick up. Delay, calling out the parry. Yeah, GudJobb knew that was probably gonna lead into so much damage, especially since Tomi has the 50 meter ready to go. Ooh, the far reach of jump slash, however, doesn't get GudJobb in. And again with the 1-2 Kara Super, we don't need anything else. Oh, never mind, we did need
what?
Damn,
how did they not kill?
I guess that was from a very pro-rated starter, and you know the guts and everything just aligned perfectly there.
Wow.
Missing with the 2 heavy, but the opponent is in the air, ready to 6P once again.
Oh.
Double it up. Yeah, GudJobb actually ready to read that throw, because that Escapari reset is only -1 on block. So it gives Elfhold some good opportunities to go for her throw resets as well if she wants to do that.
Oh, counter 2H. This is gonna be a combo and a half. Oh no! I think that 5H was supposed to be 6H, but because of the side switch, the buttons were did wrong.
Anybody's game still. GudJobb has the burst, but hard to use.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Last second save.
Oh,
But the ricochet actually tracks. I thought usually air dashing from that kind of position makes the tracking go a little weird, but from that angle, Tomi just had the perfect shot. Huh.
Ooh.
Equal trade. Back into finding the initial hit. There we go, Yozan. Able to confirm into 2S. Dangerous looking Ricochet again.
And another. Tries to throw. Oh, baited.
That's a close slash. Gets a interesting looking link there due to the
You can't really
slowdown.
do anything out of it. Yeah, with slowdown, it would have just messed up and wouldn't have actually comboed. Oh, nice. The cross up cross up the tummy mat is beautiful.
Finds the overhead, but if your second Rekka is high-low, it's really hard to convert into much without 50 meter. Maybe like 6 heavy. The pressure resets keep coming. Finds the hit with the Rekka.
Oh my gosh. That was just guess right, guess right, guess right every time.
And GudJobb has been very active at guessing right so far, but you know, you can only guess so much when you're against one of the hardest to guess against pressure characters in the game.
Ooh. Oh no. Drops the combo but gets the throw off. And another.
Safely.
And a third? Yep.
I like that. It's like you could kind of see that the cross up is coming so that you can put yourself in a better position. But then, I mean, it's still, you're still not out of the woods.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 2k6k. Yep. Oh! Try to go for the combo extended though.
Nice, the reversal parry once again, preventing the Rekka mix-ups doing anything. Nice. The ricochet shot. Get the 5k, get the kill. 6B still recovers in time to block the Pine Berry, or rather the jump in, actually. Looking potentially for a way to get out of the corner.
Oh!
Roll
Yep,
Wild
into this
Assault.
combo now.
Oh, here we go! Does a lot of damage.
Oh, into the super as well!
I think
It's gonna do like no damage, but it's gonna wall break. So smart.
That was a good cash out, and now into whip jumpy. Tomi is ready with the.
Oh,
My gun is better.
My gun does more.
GudJobb is kind of close to that full burst, so Tomi will probably have to still think about that before the end of the round. Although there are some considerations for GudJobb to just save it. Choosing to go with the deflect shield, alright? The
Yep. Works out.
sort of compromise between the full commit. Something that a lot of players do like to do is sort of like, I'm in a position where I could still realistically win this, but I don't want to take the full gamble with my burst. Oh, hello. The jump D, delaying Tomi's momentum in the air. Usually not used for any sort of jump-ins, but only for mix-up situations.
Oh,
Very late
nice. Into this combo as well. Oh my god, the kill.
What a sequence! There was such a big gap between the jump-in and then the delayed Yozan just before landing that I think Tomi had an opportunity to go airborne or start their jump startup and get caught there. And now, same side this time. Perfect timing on the 6 speed. That's not easy.
Oh! Okay. Oh, still kills. So yeah, that JH is really interesting because you can do a late Yozansen or land 2k, but what's even more interesting is that you can jump cancel out of it. So you can JH, jump cancel JH, and then you really get your mix going.
That sounds
Now
so
you're
devious.
playing again. Oh, good parry.
And now for the first time, GudJobb is actually in the commanding position here. Tomi has basically enjoyed a somewhat comfortable lead for the most of this set. but not anymore. Now the pressure is on Tomi to make something happen. Frame track with the tatami, big cash out.
Oh.
6B calling out, I think it was a 5 heavy there. Bar slash?
I don't know. I can't remember.
One of those. I think both are subject to 6B.
Yeah. Oh.
Tomi's option was just to dash forward, and against that drift, slow down. Not able to get any sort of relevant button out there. The ricochet, catching the 6P recovery from behind, but here we go into the mix-up. Empty low from same side. Rotating the option very nicely. And again.
Yeah! I do that all the time. Oh, this is a better combo. That would have killed. No!
Oh, no. Did Tomi drop the controller thinking it was over?
Oh, so with that Tomi Mat cross-up, what you can do is you can either do charge 5D or 2H out of it. And so it's a high-low mix, but it's impossible to guess because the Tatami Mat covers up half of the charged dust. So by the time you realize it, it's already too late.
That's so nasty. And
oh,
good
I
job.
love doing that.
On their debut match, looking very, very scary there. Tomi at one point was like 4-1 situation, and then just making a complete reversal towards the end of the set. 7-5 for GudJobb. Literally good job.
Yeah, very well done, managing to come back from that.
But really liking Tomi's Elfo as well. If this is a character that he wants to keep putting hours into, definitely have my blessing for that. Elfo is a really cool character to watch. Sometimes very frustrating to play against, depending on what kind of options you have. If you have good reversals, for getting out of Rekka pressure and stuff like that, but
yeah, that parry just makes sure that the Rekka pressure can't even start.
Probably considered one of the off-meta characters, which is why it's, for us spectators, lots of fun to see among the more common types of characters that you tend to see on, top 8s in double elimination brackets.
Yeah, Elfelt has never really been one of those top 8 characters, but she has her moments.
Yeah, and slowly getting more and more sauce moving forward.
Yeah.
So next would be our third Baiken matchup of the evening. It's gonna be LagBoy this time versus Ryori for the first time in a while. Yeah, it's been a really long time since we saw Ryori. Last time last year, I think. Yeah, towards the end of the, or rather the start of the winter season. Let me give LagBoy a quick call. Alright, so now the one of the three that you thought is probably the toughest one for Baiken to play out of the ones on the menu tonight.
Yeah, probably. At least in my opinion. Some people may say that the Nago matchup is tougher, but in my humble opinion, I think that the Soul matchup is just the worst out of those three. It's really difficult to get around him. He has such good, he has decent defensive options. And maybe it's just me not being able to recognize when a DP is going to happen. But, yeah, characters with DPs and command grabs can really throw you off as Baiken.
Mm-hmm.
So...
even though Sol is not necessarily the highest reward character out of his command grab, it's still a very relevant option to consider. And when combined with 50 meter, it's gonna deal lots and lots of damage as a finisher, especially in the corner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like always being that at least 200 damage option from a grab, which is very decent damage for a grab option. But just in general, I think the amount of damage difference between these two characters, Sol tends to convert his combos into stuff that gets more than half of your health if you mess up, whereas Baiken is a little bit more on the, you know, do a decently hurting combo, but then follow up with more pressure after that. Sol doesn't often, you know, get to run his pressure at all afterwards because you're just dead.
Yeah, Sol is that one-hit kill character, and everyone hates him for it. Me in particular.
And then the usual way how many characters would love to take liberties or build advantages versus Mr. Bad Guy is having perhaps more range and better control at neutral. I think Baiken probably doesn't get to benefit from any of that.
From any of what? Sorry?
Having, you know, advantages at neutral.
Oh yeah, no. Her neutral is not the best situation in the world. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Especially against Sol, where Volcanic Viper, or wait, is Volcanic Viper the low sweeping one? No. Is it?
That's Vortex.
Vortex. They all start with V. My mind can't comprehend. Vortex goes under both Kabaris and Far Slash. So in neutral, if you're throwing those around a little bit too much, you're gonna get called out right away.
Mm-hmm. I think Sol is very often like a character who you would love to produce a lot of strong low-hitting pokes against at neutral. But again, the Baiken problem, if you're poking with like your 2 S's or what have you at neutral, it's not really guaranteed to get any sort of rewards, even if you manage to get the hit. Unless Sol just like hard commits into a Vortex and you get a big counter hit.
Yeah.
And in that regard, I think Baiken and Sol also contend for same kind of spacing in a way. And while Baiken has some pretty fast buttons for many ranges, Sol also is like, that's kind of his trademark, has some of the fastest buttons for some of the, you know, close to mid-range ranges.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything converts.
Everything always converts. It's always the same, like, 60% of your health is gone from one counter hit combo every time.
Alright, we have both players in the lobby. Just about ready to get started with that. Ryori, hailing from France for the first time in a long while, more than half a year, almost a year since. And LagBoy. When was the last time? I think we've had LagBoy relatively recently. Yeah, a couple of events ago. Time to figure out which one of these gamers has the more sauce for tonight's face-off.
Oh yeah, we're letting the intro rock, please. Let's go.
One of the coolest, especially, I love this because at university, of course, you know, it's probably no secret that I did my university career on East Asian studies, and I've done numerous of Japanese classical film classes, so that intro really warms my heart there.
Yeah, it's such a cool intro too. Oh, and LagBoy uses my color? Nice, I get to see the cool modded skin I have. I mean, I would never mod this game, what?
Ooh, the angle there once again. Yozan, my beloved.
Oh no. Which throw?
Ooh, trade rather neutral there. And LagBoy follows up with a very defensive kind of movement. It's probably what's gonna happen very often against Soul, taking that, you know, backwards moving trajectory and making the opponent run into your pokes.
Yep.
Would be the safest or the least amount of effort if you could get your game started in that sort of way. Right there, there is attached from the throw. Oh, just pressing a button there on landing. No frame trap this time for LagBoy. And finding the close slash, at least not a counter hit, so we're not dead yet. Fire C plus 10 into a throw. Once again, tether attached. Another one.
Another throw? A third throw, perhaps? No.
Ooh, just barely misses the punish there. Yeah, recognizes that might have been the kill here. Still wants to fight for this round, and this straight should be good for LagBoy. Yes, indeed, having just a little bit more life than Ryori. I was about to say, rather dangerous burst, but the gamble pays off. We were at a rather even kind of situation in terms of life and resources after all. 6B, round start, calling out the far slash. Far slash you're probably gonna see a lot, being a 9-framer from Baiken.
Drops the combo. Still needs to get cross views on though.
Out on the landing. And have the 50% meter to spend. Combo!
Nice.
Extra resources converting into... Yeah, well, it's just... We've been seeing those bounce combos so much more recently. Are those usually optimal combos as well, in terms of like if you want to finish the round?
Most of the time, yeah. If you want to make sure you get the kill, it's the best way. But if you're unsure, then it can change pretty unoptimal.
Right, hard knockdown here. 50 tension ready to go, as well as 50 burst. Taking the safe approach, attaching the Hikari.
And the parry. But yeah, there's that problem with parry, or sometimes if you drop a combo too early while still having tether, your opponent is right next to you, and then the tether drops as well, so you don't even get much out of it.
Right.
Oh,
the annoying feature of Vortex not only goes under, but can catch you airborne as a makeshift anti-air.
Oh, but Hikari hits.
Nicely timed there. That was, I guess, a little gap there. Catching with a frame trap. Very opportune moment. LagBoy doubles from 1 to 2. But I bet that Ryori definitely not done with this yet. We are just getting started.
Oh.
The timing, getting like your position and your buttons right. Speaking of getting your buttons right there, 5k into dash cancel 5k conversion, prompting a burst from LagBoy. Where to air?
But now hits it. Oh no!
And since that's, I wonder what the frame situation was there.
Yeah, I think Soul was somehow in the recovery from the wall bounce or something.
Yeah, there we go, the usual attach Hikari and take a backdash, and then it's on your opponent to try to either go with a very difficult anti-air timing or to reposition themselves. Good 6B. Ooh, wanted to go for a revolver there, probably. Too much momentum there, or the counter hit causing too much hit stop. Big Volcanic Viper, no OTG, probably recognized that's not gonna kill. And chasing with the lows. Ryori slowly starting to warm up, perhaps. Trade on the round start. The LagBoy pushing it towards the corner. Very nice. How about it there? With the 3-frame normal.
Oh, smashed out before you can grab.
Yep, we are ready. I think that's gone unchallenged so far for most of the contenders. Oh no! Misses the combo!
Oh no, gun misses.
I think Ryori was probably worried about the blast radius still catching them. And now, guess for your life.
Nope.
Overhead. Damn, very close. Very close to opening it up. LagBoy just having a couple more tricks in their back so far. It's a big tragedy there, dropping that combo for Ryori. That was, you know, potentially a nail on the coffin. But I will have to forget about all of those worries and fight for what is ahead of you. Actually looking for the whip punish here. It is LagBoy who takes the more aggressive approach and finds the hit.
Nicely done.
Nice whip punish, using the 2 heavy, very slow move there to go for a whip punish on Soul's 2S. 2S from Soul, surprisingly good button, probably one of his better buttons, if not his best button, or just playing footsies with. Lots of disjoint and very comfortable conversions, especially on counter hit. To the other side, yes indeed.
Oh wow. Good stuff. Breaks the wall.
And now Ryori is on
worrying.
full defensive resources. I like that once again, not just doesn't want to engage with the DP. However, I think this is a misfire.
Oh, but the last hit!
Oh!
They tried to backdash the last hit, maybe trying to punish it more, and gets hit by it and breaks the wall.
There is a couple of different things, because there is that gap that you could do. And did LagBoy actually have like 50 meter ready to go after that as well? Which is usually going to be like the reason why you would attempt a punish before, or you know, just not letting it rock, but trying to get a punish before the RC into, or the super into RC comes online.
Yeah, maybe.
Taking a little bit of a breather here, potentially. Changing stages, changing songs. Readjusting in your mindscape. Or just simply putting LagBoy on ice. All of these are very possible and sometimes even recommended strategies in competitive fighting games. Because it's very easy to get sort of get caught in your opponent's momentum, so to speak, if you just hit the retry button immediately after a loss.
Yeah, absolutely. So now maybe that fresh breath, all they need to reset their mind a little bit and figure something out.
6B whip and frame traps into blue wild assault. Ooh, a little bit of a whip punish there with that 2S, but too hard to get a full combo. Here's the air dash jump in, cash out. The 6S whips. Yeah, I think the biggest problem so far, or the biggest worry for Ryori, has been the combo routing, or the sort of mechanical execution. Again, got the hit but missed the combo, which is super unfortunate because you are playing one of the most premium damage characters in the game, so not being able to cash out is a big deal. RC a little too early out of the combo. LagBoy does the same with the all option select.
Gets the close slash though before the 2D can come out.
Good timing there on the frame trap.
Oh, good parry call out.
Ooh, nice 5B. No conversion though. Ryori is desperately looking for something. We need to... Oh, that's definitely something. 1, 2, 3. Another one.
Oh.
Waits for the parry cooldown or recovery, rather. Still anybody's game, though. Soft knockdown. The jump slash catches the startup off tomi.
Oh, wow.
I guess the hitbox just doesn't manifest very high up into the air. And there is a little bit of a delay before the tatami hitbox actually comes out.
A very annoying delay,
I can jump. From a counter hit.
Gets the ladder combo.
LagBoy once again with a massive amount of momentum. Ryori has the resources though. Looking for the whip punish. But LagBoy, both players sinking meter into it. Get me out of here. And on the other hand, let me stay here. Drift forward, visit the pressure.
Ooh. Scary stuff there.
LagBoy probably doesn't, you know, no real necessity to change anything. Keep the status quo.
Ooh.
Wake up with a throw. Big one.
Another. Side switch.
The 5k dash cancel 5k starter again, but the drops are plaguing Ryori. And on the other hand, oh, LagBoy being a gentleman and dropping their combo as well. But for the most part, the mechanical execution still fairly pristine for LagBoy. A split punish there, delaying on the 2 heavy round starts. Here we go once again to the other side, throw them. Well, it's giving out fairly fast though. Against Soul's jumping buttons?
Why not? Doesn't hurt to try. Oh, and the counter hit there. It's probably gonna seal fate. Oh no! Mistimes the close slash. Could it be? Oh, then the trade. Oh.
Once again, do you know from the top of your head how much of a gap is there usually between like the most common buttons that Baiken would love to go into? Blue Wild Assault is like button into a Blue Wild Assault. There's like at least a little bit of a gap. I wonder if Soul can actually 5k those.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't know the best gap in the world. I typically just do raw Blue Wild Assault out of nowhere. But, yeah.
Impatient, perhaps looking for a jump out by LagBoy, but LagBoy just staying grounded instead and opting to engage on the footsies front.
Oh no!
The raw one! Damn, and the cash out. Yeah, good things will come to those who, you know, gamble. The S Kabari startup, very, very slow, potentially even reactable. But if you get a hit, even on block.
Oh, is Vortex again going in there? Hikari?
This could potentially be the beginning of the end. This is a set point situation for LagBoy. Good reversal.
Great reversal there. It's not going to wall break though, unfortunately, because of the tether. Which is probably what LagBoy needed.
Ooh. Nice delay. Exactly what the doctor ordered. But now let's see if Ryori could cook into a mix-up.
Gold burst. Still a chance.
Nice, gets the clean hit.
Oh, command grab.
Look at that range as well. Exactly, kind of like finally putting on the board what we were talking about with the command grab option. Slightly extended range to be able to stand far away from Baiken and make it even more ambiguous. But looks like LagBoy is not done here. Lands into a minus situation, punished by 5k.
Into the gun. Oh, only gives 5k though.
Ooh, go under.
Vortex goes under. The parry for the finisher.
Damn, again, I think tried to get the clean hit, but I think that didn't look like a clean Volcanic Viper, unfortunately for Ryori. And LagBoy, no mercy. If the opponent combo drops, I will pick up the pieces. I get the win instead.
So, what we've seen today is doesn't matter if you hate or like Baiken. If you hate Baiken, watch the first one against Nago. She loses 0-7. If you like Baiken, watch the one where Baiken wins 7-0.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
all you need.
All right, next up is gonna be our only Slayer of the week. So we had this matchup last week as well, if I could remember who actually played it. Oh yeah, it was Spura versus Zero, so two newcomers. And now this week, Monky is gonna be a first-time player on Bounty Hunters as well. Hailing from Romania and gonna go up against the 11th representative of our Norwegian fighting force. So how this went last week is that I believe the Bridget side was able to control the neutral enough against Slayer, which is, I think, in my head, a small miracle. For Slayer has some like really premium, fast startup neutral skips. Name of the game is often enough K-Mappa. Starting super fast, advancing really fast, and if you block it on like past mid-screen situation, also gonna be plus on block for Slayer. And there's also an option to step cancel it, which makes it technically a full screen neutral skip. Although the input is a little tricky, and I haven't seen too many Slayer players successfully performing the step cancels, neither from like neutral situations or mix-up situations with the step cancel into bite, which can really spice up your mix-up options as well. But it is hidden behind a slightly difficult to perform input. I think the most common step cancel that we tend to see is the step cancel into a normal jump, which will give your, jump option a slightly different kind of angle.
My Slayer technology is so bad, I just guess and pray against fighting him.
Yeah, often enough, because Slayer just has so many different options, so many ways to overwhelm you and to, mental stack you. Even if the options are oftentimes very simple, it's like you have to think between so many different options that it gets way overwhelming. And then Slayer does even more damage than Mr. Bad Guy on top of that. Oh, he's
back with Roger.
You got backshot pile bunkers. I got my teddy bear from the rear.
Another.
Yeah, Mappa is good, but not that good. Won't be able to get past the flaming projectile that is Roger. Got there on the landing. 1, 2, 3, lots of damage from a simple combo. That's all that Slayer is about.
Doesn't do a hard knockdown finisher, so maybe saving something here. Yep.
Whip punish? That's gonna hit. It's as soon as you get this, freeze frame, one of the fastest supers to start up. $5K working as a situational anti-A here for Monky. Be careful about the yo-yo coming back. which is probably gonna be the type of yo-yo employed in this matchup. You don't necessarily need to zone or counter zone using the... Oh, yeah. Go with the safe option once again. You generally don't need to counter zone by... Which is kind of like the function of... Or like, rather, one of the functions of the yo-yo toss. But since you're generally not gonna see like super high reach... Well, I mean... I guess against like if you think that Slayer is gonna throw the K-Mappa, then you would go for the yo-yo toss and send it away with the hitbox.
Right, but in most other situations it's just not gonna be as beneficial. Baits the burst, nice.
Unfortunate timing there. I think 11th was able to feel the burst coming through that RC. And now once again, we could send, we could send our buddy. 11th has done it pretty much every single time, and it has worked out, so why stop now? Instead of doing the forward drift BRC that many characters love to do, just send Roger. Don't take any risks. The yo-yo coming back, tagging Slayer out of the startup of the Mappa. Gets a successful one. We need to be able to follow it up to get into that mix-up pressure since distance. Control here. We have more where that came from. 11th really continuing with the trend from last week, just preventing the opponent Slayer from playing the game pretty much at all so far. Yeah, standing in the right place, making the K-Mappa whiff. Unless it's performed with a step cancel, ain't gonna reach. Now the cash out into a hard knockdown. No relevant wake-up options there for Slayer. Backdash also slightly below average as well. Speaking of things that are below average, Bridget's damage.
Oh.
Biggest
Are
head
they
jump.
blocking in time?
Yeah.
And then just, why not another? More teddy bears. All the children get teddy bears for Christmas.
Yeah. If you are strictly waiting for the reversal super, it's probably going to be one of the easiest moves to safe jump in the game, because the initial startup is very long. But then again, Slayer might be mixing up with like backdash into Hand of Doom shenanigans. Although, you know, Hand of Doom, your standard DP punish if you let it rock on block. Just barely missing the Mappa again. However, 11th now, perhaps contained in the corner, perhaps not, gets out immediately. Jumping up from the counter hit Mappa. Of course, have the classic. Ooh, that's gonna prevent Monky from doing anything. The Killing Machine pretty much has been the MVP card, the finish the round card for 11 so far. I mean, that is certainly a punish. I guess more. It's important to at least get some sort of a punish, and you know that 2K combined with the corner carry that Bridget can muster. Not too bad. Again, getting punished by my Killing Machine.
Oh.
It's a nice spacing there. 2S. I forgot, does Slayer 2S actually have disjoint frames? Or disjoint box? I think it's probably disjointed a little, because I think I've seen that 2S outplaying reversal DPs more than on one occasion. Oh, I think that's gonna hit. Often the problem can be because that super is so fast and it cleaves the whole screen, is that if your opponent is actually airborne, it's gonna make it miss and you're just gonna escape and nothing happens. But that time 11th was deep enough for it to register as a hit. But now 11th pressing the situation, soft knockdown. But we have Roger. Here it comes, Monky has learned their lesson. and respects this time. Although it will lead into plus frame, so even if you do respect it, it's not like you're just gonna get out for free or anything. 11th, just continuing with the endless assault. I think kinda didn't want to commit to the dandy step button there, which could have actually whiff punished 11 on that sequence. In this game, like, not canceling your dandy step is gonna put you in such a minus kind of a situation, way more minus than in previous iterations of Guilty Gear. One could say in this version of Guilty Gear, you actually have to cancel that dandy into something. The empty dandies are just not good enough.
No. Face the burst again, and oh, does finish.
A little bit of a drop, but go into the frame trap and have the 50-meter ready to go. Raise the pressure. Don't let them play.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh. Play there. And immediately that wall stick.
Damn, 11th is really on point with this combo execution. There we go, ready to burn it, especially since we are in positive bonus, might as well. The long block strings have to be very patient against Bridget. Whipping the jump slash casually in the air. But no reaction that time by Monky. FD pushing 11th away, switching sides, but out of that mappa, cross up. 11th ready to press the buttons. Right, immediate burst. We got that out of the picture now at least. There's the counter hit, another one!
Ooh.
Damage can end up stacking very fast for Slayer. Close slash, oh, unfortunate drop, but securing the hit afterwards. These are exactly the kind of rounds that we're gonna need more for Monky. 2S goes active faster than the mappa there. Nice clean counter hit conversion actually. Right, 11's time to put on the table the frigid pressure that we've seen for the most of this matchup so far to the other side. This time Monky doesn't let it rock for free.
Ooh. Could it work? Oh, does Roger is dead? Alright.
Monky has a lot of juice here.
Are they blocking?
Yeah, going with the safe jump. I mean, Monky hasn't really represented the, you know, backdash option out of that situation. So as long as that doesn't happen, you can just, I think you can just safely keep on safe jumping, and there's nothing Slayer can do.
Pretty much.
I think some of Bridget's safe jumps are a little tricky to pull off, depending on how fast of a reversal you're contending against. But again, that reversal super, that super mappa, extremely slow on startup. Once again, sniping the mappa startup from, ooh, this time we got the hit. But back to neutral immediately. Another one. There we go, from a distance where it was probably plus. So Monky in a really nice position here and cashing out, missing the super.
Maybe now a super? No. Just gets the Master's Hammer. Or hand, no, yeah, one of those. All the names are blending in my brain.
We call it in the Finnish community the Daddy's Hammer.
Daddy's Hammer.
Because it's so fucking frustrating to deal with. All right, into, oh, again, unleashed the burst a little too early, and I think 11th was able to see during that slowdown of RC that there is no impact, so burst is indeed coming.
I'm half expecting the last horizon, maybe. Full attention Slayer. There's always the thought in everyone's mind. Yup, there it is. But jumped over it. Ooh. And maybe a waste of burst meter there.
Once again, perfect spacing for 11th, just neutral jumping at a spacing where, you know, Monky's options don't quite reach, and then the reaction check.
Oh, doesn't give the hard knockdown.
He's recognizing the plus frame situation from that mappa. 11 pushing it forward from close slash. Ooh, delays maybe too much. The jump gay and mixing more. Instant air dash, no anti-air options to be seen, unfortunately, from Monky. And the last cash out is successful for 11. Moving on to a 6-0 position here.
Mankind New. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Go, forcing the burst out. A big opportunity for Monky. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Into a 40% damage combo.
It hasn't really to waste the tension on the wall smokes. I'm noticing. Oh, good burst there, making sure.
And minus firing the map up from a little too close of a distance. Close slash surprisingly misses there. 11th once again with the perfect spacing, and the back throw could be the incident, could be the wincident. Goes into a reaction check once again.
What? The one, Roger? Hello?
I love it. Apparently Monky was ready for it though.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before.
I've only seen that from Mei players using the air super during the fully launched 5D sequence and then coming down. But apparently 11 putting into display the funny stuff. God, 11 has so much meter here. Yeah, have to burst that, otherwise it's lights out this round. If you still want to play, that is. Monky did have an option to preserve that burst if they want to take it to the last round. The last round looks like it's in fact gonna happen. Actually doubling it up. That looked like close slash into a fully charged 5D, maybe?
Yeah.
Big hit.
Oh.
God, that's premium Slayer damage. Close slash anti-air. One of the biggest starters available in the whole wide game. But now 11th is on set point, and this could be the last sequence we're gonna see unless Monky finds some sort of a way out of here. We have everything available. 100 burst, 100 tension. 11th basically telling, sir, spend your resources, do something. Ooh, 2S hits. Super.
Oh.
We still can. There we go. Good kill?
It
yes,
does.
Indeed. All right, we are on board. Thank God. Was looking a little dangerous there for a moment.
Is there a possible chance of a reverse sweep now? With that little bit of momentum.
So some considerations is that 11th has been using some more unorthodox options. Perhaps some could say having a little bit of fun here and there on the latter rounds. So now, big question looming over this matchup. If 11th just does what they've been doing for the most of the set, is there a way out? Is there some sort of a comeback available for Monky?
Oh.
30 frame overhead.
To let it kill? Oh, it doesn't kill it at all.
Is it? I wonder. The instant air dash setup is probably for the Roger thingy that 11th has been doing.
Maybe, yeah.
So maybe was hoping to build the 50 meter there during that sequence, but wasn't able to do so. Nevertheless, set point once again. 11th looking ruthless. Drop the combo, find the low. Ooh! Let me show you the low of the lows. Monky hasn't been able to use that, hasn't been able to unleash that too heavy too much from Slayer during this set. For Bridget players can definitely stand in safe enough places.
And another one. Is this gonna be it? Yep, there's
Use
Roger.
it. Oh, hits!
That's so good.
It's
Oh
funny
my
as
gosh.
well, because if you are playing without sound, you might actually miss that it's coming, because it's like after the combo has already dropped and after the transition has started, that's when you hear like the Roger, come and help me, and then it appears from nowhere.
All of a sudden, Roger spawns in from the left side of the screen. Oh.
And like, even if you drop your sequence there for that Roger, what is there to do for the opponent? You know it's coming. You can't press a button. You can't make it go away. So, like the best case scenario, you're just gonna block it. Bridget advances on you, gets plus frames. I mean, from that situation, it's probably like it's ridiculously plus. It's kind of like set and forget it kind of a situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, but that'll be that, and we have 2 more ready to go, and 2 more players new to Bounty Hunters. Taz bringing in the ABBA, and then I wonder how to deal with this name. It's kind of like Funny Bunny.
It's Funny Bunny.
I wonder if it's okay if we just use funny. Is that a little easier to articulate?
Wait, no, we've had this person before though, no? We've had David before, right? Did we not?
Is it the same David?
Yeah, it's the same David. He just changed his name randomly for no reason, I think. Is it not? I'm trying to find David somewhere here in this mess.
Because I know David Boss.
No, the ABBA David. Or not ABBA, the Geo David. Famously a protege of Antonio.
God, am I really this bad? I'm trying to...
Oh, okay, no, David never did Bounty Hunter. I thought David did, but...
Alright.
They're
Good, so
spamming
I'm
my
not
DMs
crazy.
with no. They're spamming my DMs with no.
Because I would have totally bought what you were putting down, because it's just so hard to remember every person and every game that you cast when you end up casting. Like, I'm actually, after the show, I'm gonna calculate on average. I think on average I miss like 1 or 2 events per year, so I can pretty comfortably say like the amount of matches I catch on this cast on this channel per year. So,
Oh gosh.
I can use that for some funny data. But either
I
way,
think I just see David in my nightmares. That's why I recognized him.
that bad, huh?
Well, he recently started messaging me about all of his anti-bike and tether texts, so it's something. She's shown me the experience.
Right, another interesting matchup here. Giovanna unfortunately does not have the zoning options available against ABBA, but what she does have is potentially being able to challenge raw activations. Like from this distance, you can have step dash into buttons being like a around 10 frame option, so you can never activate at neutral for free as ABBA. Ooh, that strong backdash! The jelly empowered backdash. One of the best in the game. I mean, literally the best one in the game. I think rocking with a frame data very abnormal for any other normal characters.
Pretty sure. It's just like it's the same as Chips. It just doesn't have the like startup weird thing, I think.
Yeah, and I think it moves her backwards way more than Chips would. Perhaps? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
Oh, not quite a kill, but hard knockdown. Good position.
2k, but from that 2k, I think there really ain't any other buttons to like Gatling into safely on normal ABBA mode. Skating around with the jump D, finding the hit, use the key grab, and now the fun begins once again. Too heavy. One of the meat and bones of your mix-up game. Hold this.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, even on trade. Oh my god, you're getting too much bounce, too much frame advantage.
Too much sauce.
I think that's especially in situations where you trade, so the trade kind of knocks you out of your animation and you have like a ridiculous amount of plus frames.
Good combo there.
And using the tilt as a makeshift way to move forward, however, baiting the burst. Could be dead, maybe? ABBA is very tough though.
Yeah. 2D. All the Giovanna moves is a nice 2D and yeah, now you win.
Another very common Giovanna sequence. Dash cancel or dash into a button. If you miss it, swing with a 6p afterwards if they try to whiff punish you.
Ooh, wow. Into the air combo.
The fast RC, but that time, oh! On the wire C, but not ready to punish. However, this will be reward good enough. Activate with 100 full bar of all that jelly. To the other side. Oh, interesting. Never seen a sequence like that before, but that should be a kill, right?
Yep.
Cash out at the end. Perfect routing. And TaZyth absolutely smack banging Funny out of that round.
Oh, that's very close slash.
Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of damage. Or I guess the wall is gonna give away just before TaZyth gets to the 50 meter.
It's not really gonna matter.
Ooh, boy! We've had a lot of damage characters tonight, and ABBA definitely among the best of them.
Without a doubt.
Belonging to the two-touch club for sure.
Well
This is gonna
played,
cause
Victor's,
pop.
Yeah, Jealousy gets out. Oh, but baits the burst.
2S again, or sorry, 2 heavy. That not only is a double low, 2 hitting low, but it reaches so far that it's almost impossible to backdash against. But it's of course all nice and fair because it requires you to be in the install state. But now uninstalled, what are we gonna play with?
Goes into install, gets the overhead. And that's enough.
It was kind of feeling around if Funny would try to step dash and try to prevent the install from going online. There was no approach, so going for the gamble. Oh, speaking of, too much juggle there from the Shavi empowered spiral arrow. Another conversion into super doesn't give the best amount of frame advantage at the end, but this does. Is it enough? Yes, indeed. Empower it. Break the wall with the DP. Now Funny potentially looking to come online here. Ah, the judgment. The infinite amount of armor frames. Don't you dare to swing into it. The downside is, of course, if you whiff with it, it's gonna be a punish, and it's gonna make your
Does this catch? It does, but it doesn't wall break.
Damn, that would be actually sick if that worked. Pop and then super for the kill.
Oh, good backdash, but the pierce into another grab.
The problem there with the deflect shield is if you deflect shield the Shavi empowered spiral arrow is that Gio is so plus that she can, I think, just freely dash back in and the deflect shield is nothing. But that doesn't stop TaZyth from taking a third third game in a row. Swing with that 5 heavy. Force the situation. Plus from the key grab, even if it's blocked. Very nice. If the opponent doesn't employ enough FD, you can definitely be a little greedy and go for the block string key grabs.
Yeah.
And it looks like Funny working with a nice sequence and catching on the landing frames. Big plus. And so much meter to spend. Yeah, there's no way that Taz is gonna sacrifice that burst there. Too much of a mountain to climb at that point. With punish attempt against that far slash. Plus frames once again. Looks like Funny is completely...
Oh.
To the other side. Ooh, that was the last like ending frames of Danzai there, but unfortunately Funny ended up whiffing with that air super. Cancel into tilt. Into wall break. We got a lot of jelly, looking good. Far slash, very fast button there. I forgot exactly how fast, but I think that's probably close to a 9-framer in jelly mode.
Oh, I think so. Throw.
Ooh, with punishing that key grab, that was very interesting. I think Taz was trying to combo the traded 2K into the key grab, but because it was a trade, didn't end up working out.
Oh.
Rare footage of
Yeah.
rare footage of non-install air normals actually doing something there. But even if you get the hit, the conversion probably kinda hard. So Funny finding themselves on board here. And
Ooh, man, just get the 5K before the 5H can come out. Good awareness.
very premium. Big throw situation. Not only is that plus million, but it is also guard crush, so hard to do anything against. This is gonna whip though, right?
Oh,
If it gets beaten.
Yeah.
That was slightly unfortunate. I think Taz would have probably loved if that super just completely whiffed and they could have just dashed in for a free unadulterated punish. Got so tough to parry. Are you kidding me? Risking it with the parry there with 0 health. Or perhaps that's exactly why, because it does not incur chip damage to you. Here we go again. Empowered spiral arrow. Lots of plus frames, lots of damage potential. Yeah, Funny way more active here, controlling the screen now and not letting Taz get those free installs in. Ooh, baiting. The air to air straight into the super. Breaks the wall as well, so
yep,
should be a kill. Damn. A couple of really fast games. Did we finally figure out something? I mean, I think Funny is like, wait, I'm Geo. Well, let me just go in before they install, so there's gonna be no problems.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Their neutral trade here. Ooh, big 5 heavy. Probably warranting the burst here. Yeah, decent burst. Does get the uninstall online, so able to get over the threshold of minimum activation. Anti-air available for Taz this time around. Lots of plus frames inbound. So much so that you can play the low actually uninterruptible.
Not quite death, but close, and yeah, deflect shield's gonna get thrown.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Missing the 5 heavy. Yeah, Taz knows. It's like a spacing where you would kind of love to try to go for a raw activation, but then it's Geo and you just can't. Got the backdash. Nice conversion. The wall gives out very early, so doesn't have to worry about the hard potential situational conversion on the airborne opponent. Yep, going into this once again, and then the tap dust.
Wow. And
And just like that, just under like a couple of minutes, Funny has been able to recover and make it 3 points for both players.
Interesting to see how Funny has turned it around so quickly with the 3-0 and then 3 right back, just managing to find those little ways to get in right before jealousy happens.
Yeah, it's if like from my perspective, the amount of installs that has been able to get off has been reduced like significantly, which is probably one of the reasons why. Well, here we go into it once again.
Oh,
this will work out, I think. The RPS, of course, is that the ABBA player might be going for a meaty with downside. So, is this gonna deal enough? Spend all that jelly? Not enough. So now that actually puts Taz in a very horrible situation. Literally zero resources. I guess it doesn't matter if you just get a back throw incident. I guess that's one of the few things that you can actually pray for in that moment. Like you messed up, you put yourself in 0 jelly. You can only hope that you get something nice like a fast 2-frame throw to interrupt. Oh, fast RC into a low. Lots of damage coming in. That's actually gonna kill.
the burst makes sure she doesn't uninstall, but still, 2k will be enough.
And Taz, as fast as, you know, Funny brought it back, Taz is showing that if I get the first hit in, it's gonna be like this. It's definitely a very snowbally kind of matchup, as, you know, many tend to be in Guilty Gear Strive. Now, speaking of, was able to build into the 50-meter, hard knockdown, looking very good. There's nothing that Taz can do to prevent the positive bonus loop from starting, technically. Other than risk it for the biscuit, go for a reversal, go for deflect shield, go for one of your metered options.
Wall brace as well.
It's gonna super right. No! That was a bar slash! Interesting. Especially when you're rocking with that 100 meter, a lot of the times, if you are also in install, other players are like, okay, I'm just gonna send it. There's nothing they can do to outplay it unless you're like, I don't know, Sin Kiss with RTL and react after their flash. Wall slash lances a hit. Wall break with the key, but we have everything that we need. Full tension bar. Full jelly bar.
Yes. Very well done, but the step dash forward from both into a throw.
The 6P once again finds the frame trap and the low. Doesn't manage to get the super out in time. Already locked into the Shabby special move.
Oh, there's the burst.
Was waiting for it, but the opponent as well! This is big. Now routing is gonna matter here because we are very low jelly. Matching the jump.
Oh, the 2H hits though.
And super.
Ball stick.
Is it gonna be enough though?
Kill.
This is
I don't
very
think
low
so.
jelly. Actually, no, this is half jelly. Just barely not enough. I think.
Oh, 6P.
Oh my god, that was a risk and a half.
That was so risky.
If Taz whiffs that, it's all over. But at the same time, Taz did have to probably do something very preemptive and very daring. Because like the amount of meter Funny had there would have been the death of him if, you know, it blocked just about anything. Yeah, I agree with the burst here because you got your install off, so it would be mighty unfortunate if the opponent could just keep you in block stun during your whole install. To the other side, gets the pickup as well. It's kind of rare to get a full combo from that, isn't it? Wait, huh.
Oh,
Was Taz airborne or something?
maybe.
Ooh, got it!
Oh,
Break their guard, big counter hit. Or actually, that was not even a counter hit. Just the sheer power of that Shavi empowered spiral arrow. Good 6B.
yes.
Uh-huh. Now we activate. And now... Kinda like that? Trying to work with combos that don't break the wall immediately. Activate with the super, hard knockdown. Hard baiting again. But I think FnuyBnuy is in no position to, or rather has no intention of bursting here. Just gonna take that 100 burst to the next round. Play it safe. Run straight into the 5 heavy again.
And again.
I guess that's one thing that can happen. You are a very fast character at covering the distance as Geo. Nice, just a basic sequence. Going to the next screen with 100 jelly. Oh, was that front? Was that back? I don't know, but those, you know, those jealousy rage jump buttons, almost uncontestable. You would have to unleash your 6B at a very, very early point in the opponent's jump arc to be able to get a clean one. And just like that, Taz, after losing 3 rounds in a row, takes 3 rounds back, bringing it 6-3. Now the big question, can FnuyBnuy do it again? Can the momentum shift happen? 3rd time in a row. Nice again, picks it up still. A little bit of a skip and a hop with a missed 6 heavy there.
Uh-oh.
Was that
That's
downside?
anti-armor.
Yeah.
Oh. That is so nasty. 6P.
Both players trying to swing, but the distance between them too much for jabs. Into the overhead, cash out.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, Taz rocking the set point here. With the double jump. Getting a punish on the landing and catching again. And since that's a multi-hitting move, it's pretty comfy. Even if you catch the opponent backdashing, way easier to hit confirm than some of the single hitting moves that could be hitting it. Backdash. Momentum burst. If Taz manages to persevere, would be a good situation afterwards, but alas! FnuyBnuy has been able to avoid the worst of it all. Needs one more round here to stay alive.
With full jelly, goes at it. Overhead hits.
Oh, air-to-air hit. Luckily for FnuyBnuy, the wall gives out very early. 3 forward, 5 of these already active.
Anti-Red RC, and that should do it, yep.
Absolute juggernaut action from Taz here. Had a little bit of moment of weakness mid-set here. FnuyBnuy able to get 3 successful games in, but then Taz turns it up around again, ensures that they get into the install at all the right moments, and rest is history. Nasty mix-ups, nasty damage. As long as you don't run out of the jelly, nobody can stop you.
Indeed.
Now one more to go. Is gonna be very, very rare footage of either one of these players rocking the quotations main event of the evening slot. Generally considered strong characters, or rather strong players, but not quite strong enough to be able to contend with the last slot generally. But now, since Tomi and GudJobb went a little earlier, gonna be enjoying their time on the spotlight. Worst, one of the Faust players. We actually have surprisingly decent amount of Faust players in Finland, or rather have had as time has gone by. And I think our most recent iteration would be Worst. Still technically undefeated, I believe, in Bounty Hunters.
I believe so, yeah.
The only close one was that game against Hopland, where Worst was playing from hotel Wi-Fi from a foreign country. Of course, we couldn't quite justify finishing that set, so Worst gets to keep their flawless record. But Ehmu, Chip, probably historically that one character that does give Faust headache no matter what Guilty Gear game we are talking about. Chip is generally very strong against characters who would like to zone you or get any sort of value from summoning stuff, and Faust kinda is representative of both of those features. Would love to get things started by throwing a big jackpot item, but every single item is a huge risk against the fast ninja that Chip Zeingar is. Jumping straight into it, swinging wild. The question is gonna be, how do we control Chip from getting in? We are fast, we have different angles, we have, hard to contest normals. And then on the other hand, if you whiff with your normals, you are very, very whiff punishable against Chip. And on top of that, Chip, with the nasty pressure.
DP.
And there's the whiff punish. Waits for the landing frames of jump 2K. I think didn't get true punish there, but you're not going to be very plus either in the follow-up situation.
Oh, good command grab.
It's really great making use of that one item that they managed to get out. That's probably the kind of stuff that Worst has to rock with. If he tries to risk it and throw an item, pray to gods above that it's gonna be a good one. Oh, that's so smart. Risky RPS, but risky is the name of the game here around these parts of the town. Finds the overhead Rekka, cash out, could be enough damage. Yes, indeed, Chip is a big damage character in the corner after all. Long gone are the days of no damage for our ninja. In this game, in Guilty Gear Strive, yeah, we deal damage. Hell yeah.
Always.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right, so far, not really a whole lot that Worst has been able to do other than the one item. It's kind of nasty as well. Ooh, that's a good interruption with a 2K. Faust does have interesting buttons for the occasion, such as, his 5K reaches really far and very wide, so Chip, who goes airborne, probably won't be able to avoid the hitbox in a lot of cases. Now with the back throw, see what we're cooking here. Empty into just the mid, and what? With that jump heavy, one of the slower buttons still actually catching Ehmu from trying to sort of. So those alpha plates and everything, those are not teleports. They are just mechanically extremely fast dashes. So you always have an opportunity to attack Chip out of those. YC, get my turn. Tried to get a dash and cross up Alpha, but Worst having none of it. In fact, goes for, was that too heavy that I saw? No fear whatsoever. Go with one of your slower buttons. Probably a fair risk assessment there, considering the massive amount of distance between the characters after that YRC. So that, if Ehmu wanted to keep it tight, they would have had to take a less appealing button, such as maybe a bar slash. Worst once again on the same Yomi layer, taking the throw from Ehmu. Backdash is successful, however, Worst spending resources, pushing it. Blue Wild Assault. Don't give them any opportunity to jump out of the corner, because let me tell you, if Chip gets a jump off with the 3 triple jump available and dive kicks from the alphas and stuff like that, it's gonna be hard to stop him from moving out of there. That was so smart, the deep dash. However, 2K interrupting the attempt to pressure reset with a clone. To the other side, and the anti-airs. If Faust has something, it's the quality of anti-airs. Oh, using that plus frame from the exploding Afro to go into a very delayed 6 heavy. Man, okay. I think it's probably gonna come down to if Ehmu wants to give a lot of air to ground kind of situations to Worst can definitely utilize the myriad of excellent anti-air options that Faust does have in his kits. Right, throwing a horn, following it up with good burst there for Ehmu, able to get the horn. The jump D is a nasty deep hitting move though. The triple jump, able to avoid the horde of little guys. Then into the corner, carry conversion, misses with the follow-up. Now it's Worst time. Get an item out. That's definitely something. Oh, it already exploded in the background, so not coming into consideration whatsoever for Ehmu's combo choice. Into the jump 2K, counter hit, teleport in, and that's gonna actually catch. Wow! Don't you even try to pull up your shenanigans against me. On the other hand, if Worst chose to do nothing there, that Zeingar would have rang on empty stomach. Plus frames, but oh my god, Worst not caring about the plus frames at all. Throwing a good horn, comboing into it. Ehmu feeling like they have the burst here. Burst towards the left corner. Quick conversion. 1, 2, 3. Kara super. Equalizing the situation. Let's see the positive bonus loop. Yeah, spend resources. Don't let them get to stack that full 100 tension. Got the jump heavy hits from so high when you have the Afro on. Worst utilizing all of the best mechanics of his character.
Oh, big burst though.
With the punish. Are we gonna drop it? No, we're just gonna go into the wall break and the positive bonus, even with the soft one. Attempting a whiff punish. 6P, yes indeed, reacts to the fishing pole. Lots of Faust's high profile folks can indeed be gone under with the 6P. The big risk that you take as a chip though, if you try to 6P Faust, is that you have pretty much the longest recovery 6P in the game. Has historically always been so. So you gotta make sure that if you're swinging with it, you will find perches, such as if you just, react with it to the fishing poles.
Oh, Leif was turned away at the wrong time.
Are they gonna be forced to pick up the Afro? No! Don't quite have the 50 meter yet to go into the Kara Supers. Spending the pressure instead. Oh, set up with the Shuriken! Is that plus? No words in the chat, please. I need to know. Shurikens are cool. The jumpy air to air, and of course, Chip has the sauce to convert that. It's very common for Guilty Gear Strive conversions that, like, buttons such as Jump B just don't go into much. Chip, one of the few characters who can definitely make it happen comfortably. With the cross up, switch to the better side. We have 50 more meter to make stuff happen. Worst again has been very active for interrupting that clone, which is, you definitely can do that. It's basically an RPS loss if you respect it, because it's gonna be plus.
Oh, DP.
Yeah, that's didn't look safe at all. So Ehmu gambles with the DP with style, especially because they were wearing the afro as well. If you just choose to block in that situation, there's a lot of different kinds of options for Faust to pull off. So rather don't deal with any of that. Jesus, take the wheel. May my DP land.
Oh, good 16.
Ooh, try to go for a throw of their own there, worst. Unfortunately, no throwing the leaf crab. I like it, dropping the combo just before the wall break so that they can get a advantageous situation afterwards.
Wow.
And with an empty low, chip live. Ooh, with that 2B, very far reaching poke. Gotta be careful here, don't blow yourself up. It's actually Worst was able to get out of that explosion radius and gain massive amount of plus frames. Jump 2K just barely touches Ehmu's feet. 1-2 into the Rekka Kara cancel. Chip speciality. The reason why most of your
What happened?
Was that whiff? Was that the whiff cancel missed with the Gatling 2S and then went for the 2 heavy and then it was active? Something like that?
But why did the flex shield not push all the way back? It was the... What?
What are the, like, literally a kind of situation where I hope we had like instant replays. I swear,
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up some sort of a instant replay feature in the future.
I think there is a way to do it. I've seen it been done
Yeah,
before.
I've seen a couple of streamers do it as well.
I need to know.
Ooh, Epshiki from the Afro.
Quality assistance.
Alright, what are we gonna do with this heart knockdown? Into safe jump. Was maybe a little too safe. Able to get out of there with the... Oh, again, sees something in the air, goes for an air DP.
All the 5P.
Damn, tried to go for I think that was an attempt to go for a Kara overhead, but Worst once again ready to call that out with aggressive mash. And I definitely like how Worst has been very aggressive and hasn't been, you know, just standing there and taking the pressure. Yeah, again, trying to reach for the aggressive options. Sometimes you do guess wrong, but much better to guess wrong once in a while than be a sitting duck and just get decimated. But what? Never seen a way to beat YRC quite like that. Ehmu was vertically so high up in the air. That's a first.
Oh my. And then baits the gold burst as well to make sure that nothing can be done.
Super clean. Good timing on the burst as well. Pushes Worst out of that mix. Straight into the corner. Got the meter a little too late for the Kara cancel, but has it now.
Oh.
There we go. This time the deflect shield does push Ehmu out of there. Baits the throw. And yeah, perfectly sets it up. Instead of taking the wall break, sets up the left, right, and even though that wouldn't probably go into too much damage at that very moment when Worst was on their last hit point, it's actually pretty annoying to deal with. Because those alpha blades are not the easiest thing in the world to see. I'm not even sure if you can react to them. Maybe if you're a young legend.
God tier gamer.
Of the legends. The Worst. Super important that they would have gotten some sort of interruption here, because now 100 tension chip and you are... Well, that's probably, again, best that could have happened. Zeingar. What? Really?
What?
Did you just block all of those in the right directions? How did Worst survive that? That was...
I think the hitbox wasn't there, so we only had to guess like 2 or 3 times.
Must have been something like that. absolutely nutty. I swear, worst every time. It's not just worst, but it's kind of worst. All of these Faust players bring such entertaining sequences to the matches, and then worst in particular tends to be like one of the fancier kind of Fausts. Right, this will push into the corner, probably break the wall as well. Last chance for Worst to make something happen. Yeah, there it is. Of course, Alpha Blade. And it's not punishable either. If you guess right, your reward is being slightly plus against Chip at basically like round start situation. Good whip punish there. Immediate burst by Worst. That rhymes. Ooh, that looks mighty punishable. Going with the 2K. And this is where it starts. I think this 50 tension bar is probably gonna go into YRC, or that's what Worst was kind of thinking about. It's actually smart. Going with the immediate mix-up. Because Worst has kind of displayed tendency to try to break the sequences as fast as possible after those wall breaks. And now we are Ehmu on a set point. Nice 5K. But Worst is gonna need even more than nice things here. Gonna need absolutely astounding things. Lit the Afro on fire. And there we go. With the sequence. However, Chip is a character who potentially out of one whiff punish could push you so bad that you don't get to play the game. Luckily, Worst has saved resources for a rainy day. And another do or die kind of situation. What? Crossing up from that position? All right. Big 5 heavy. Immediate burst.
Uh-oh.
Guard crush from that as well.
And second time around.
It's like little guy breaking your heart, but also holding down the fort afterwards. Give me some good ones.
There's a bomb somewhere there. Ooh.
The spacing! Worst knew that was actually gonna whip. But that's a big one. Misses the combo. Oh, big drops from both players!
Oh, and the trade.
The drill!
It doesn't need a trade. The drill just wins.
I swear, jump 2K always has been so difficult to deal with, but especially in Strive. I'm not sure what they did to that button, but it's so good. It tends to beat a lot of stuff, tends to trade with a lot of stuff.
What a round start. Getting the burst, getting the wall break.
Yeah, probably one of the bigger hitting sequences that you could score as a Chip player right from the get-go.
Oh, back throw.
Wait, what happened there? Oh, incorporating some of those items to the cross-up mix-up. Ah, but that's... Got the 2K punish, but... Hikari Chill pushing. Ehmu away.
Is Literacy gonna be enough?
Goes with the full sequence.
Sticks. Yeah, no.
Alright, set point Ehmu once again. Alright, cancels on a 6P. If that whips, once again, might be a wall break right then and there. Has to take the bomb explosion, uses it for a tick throw frames.
Oh, the DP.
Ride it. Throw an item. That's a pretty good one. I don't think...
Shuriken.
Oh, actually gets out of there without activating the little guy. But of course, with Chip's mobility. And at this point, it has walked off screen. And it doesn't even matter. Because the Kara Super is gonna break it for Ehmu. Perhaps last mix-up. Finds the 5K. Hard bait on the burst. Worst doesn't bite. And now, dangerous to whip against Chip. But gets a 2P in there. Just in time. I think Ehmu was hesitating a little because of the low health situation. was hesitating with the whiff punish that you would probably usually see from most chip players, even Ehmu. Yeah, get off me. I hate this afro. Yeah, got the 50 meter just in time for the Kara Super. And now worst, what are we gonna do? 50-50. Holding on to it, give me plus 10. But what's it gonna do? Give me even plus more. Ehmu has 25. Sorry,
again. Oh my gosh. Counter hit. That should kill. Yep, and it does.
Finishes it with style. With the big afro on his head. Ehmu destroys worst win streak on bounty hunters. But he had it coming. Is that definitely one of the go-to characters if you want to tame a good old doctor. And that said, that would be all of our matches for tonight. Gotta say though, even though, you know, the score, you might say 7-3, kinda dominant looking for Ehmu. The contents of the match, lots of really fun stuff. Lots of stuff that I would have loved to press that instant replay on, and perhaps I will actually go and watch them again after after the stream goes offline. But actually, lots of pretty fast sets tonight. We're finishing roughly half an hour earlier than usual. Is it a reload week?
I don't think so. Is it?
Let me see. What are our options in terms of Guilty Gear happening at the moment on Twitch.tv? It is still half an hour for gender neutral. But you know what we actually could do? Antonio was mentioned at one point of the cast, so
I saw him and I was like, this has to happen.
Yeah, because Antonio has started streaming rather recently. So how about we go and give the guy a little bit of a holler. Antonio also has had their first live tournament showing recently in Finland for Assembly, and did extremely well in that tournament as well. So the guy has been on the grind. Before we hit the button, do you wanna shout out any of your stuff, Mox?
Oh yeah, so I finally do have a Twitch account. I set it up properly, I think. Mox37 is my name on Twitch, very similar to my Twitter, which is the same thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let me see if I could find it actually, so we can do a shout out before I hit the go through with the raid button. I think that should be it.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Alright. But catch Mox over in that channel, and for now, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for commentating with me again, Mox.
Of course.
And we'll see you next Sunday, same time. Once again, join my Discord if you want to sign up for the next event. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Over and out. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.
I'm here twice now.